Welcome back, or welcome to Yoga with Ciara. It's day 13 of EMBER. And so yeah, let's move. Come. So lying on your back, knees are bent. Today we're venturing into the side body. So just landing in, find that sense of arrival. And then flatten your lower back down into the floor and arch into your lower back. Flatten your lower back down and arch. Flattening down, arch. Flattening down, arch. And then roll like there's a clock on the back of your pelvis. And notice, so there is movement in the pelvis, and that's going to be affecting the rib cage. So what happens to your rib cage as you roll your pelvis in a circle? There's a moment where my ribs flare forward, and then there's a moment where I squeeze the back of one side of my ribs and then the other. So even though it is my lower back that is the orientation for the circle, change direction of your circle, there's quite a lot of connected movement happening up in my rib cage. I'm even going to bring my hands to the front of my floating ribs, to the front of that crest of ribs that rises forward, and just really appreciate the movement of my ribs. Nice. And then flatten your lower back down. And as you flatten down, notice what happens to your ribs. And then arching, notice what happens to your ribs. Just feeling flattening down, arching, flattening down, and arching. And then imagine, so lengthen the right side of your waist so that your right hip is moving, it's lengthening, the right side of your waist is lengthening and the left side is shortening. So a coordination is happening here. So I've drawn my right hip down and I've hiked my left hip a little bit towards me, and then come back to neutral, and then lengthen the left side of your waist and shorten the right, and come back to neutral. If you were doing belly dancing, this is one of the movements you'd be practicing a lot in. So right hip travels away, lengthening the right side, come back to center. The left hip travels away, lengthening the left side, and then go for a walk as such, lengthening left side, lengthening right side. And again, notice what happens through the whole of your head and torso to allow that movement to happen. So you are all connected. And really let that sense of, like, it's quite amazing. As soon as I focus or bring my attention also to my ribs and my head, I have no idea what kind of movement I'm doing anymore. It's like there's just so much information that I get lost in it. So notice for you what happens. Lengthening the right side of your waist, lengthening the left side of your waist. And like I have this really particular sense of like the side of my face or the deep of my neck really helping this lengthening happen. My face and head are very connected to the lengthening of my waist. Nice. Come back to center. Pause. Super. So lengthen your right leg long, and then try and, it's like slide your right leg as far away from you as you can, and then draw your right leg as close to you as you can. So it's just you're sliding your right leg along the floor, and then you're pulling your right leg towards you. But your leg is staying on the floor, so it's just sliding away and then sliding back. And so it's the same movement into the waist. Lengthen your right side of the waist, shorten the right side of your waist, lengthen, shorten, and feel how your leg slides away. My leg gets longer as such, and then my leg gets shorter. So I'm just hiking the hip left and shortening and lengthening the right side of my waist. So reach your right arm overhead, and as you lengthen the right leg, lengthen the right arm more. And as you shorten the right leg, as such, or shorten the waist, shorten your shoulder as well. So my arm and my leg are staying on the floor, but they're sliding long, and then they're sliding short. Sliding long, sliding short. Sliding long, sliding short. One more time. Sliding long, sliding short. Nice. Bend your right elbow. Bring your arm to rest. Bend your right knee. Bring your foot to rest. And then we'll do the other side. So lengthen the left leg and lengthening into the left side of your waist. Let your left leg get longer. And then shortening into the left side of your waist. Let your left leg get shorter. So just feel that. The waist is... So my leg is staying the same length. I can't change the length of my leg, but I can change the length of my waist. So it's like our waist is lengthening and it appears like our leg is lengthening. And our waist is shortening and it appears like our leg is shortening. Just feel that. Shortening, lengthening. And again, I can feel the movement all the way up into my face and shoulder. Reach your left arm overhead and then reach your left arm, left leg, and then shorten your left shoulder, left hip. Left arm, left leg, shorten left shoulder, left hip. And so it's a sense of reach, shorten, reach. And have you noticed that there's a difference between one side and the other as you do this? Shorten, reach, and shorten. Nice. Bend your left elbow. Bring your left foot to the floor. And then just rock your knees from left to right. It's really changed something in my relationship to my waist as I do this. Often there's quite a bit of resistance through the sides, my quadratus lumborum, my obliques, whereas today, that resistance isn't there. How interesting. What's different for you? Or what's new for you? What are you sensing that's not typical? Super. So draw your right knee up onto your chest. Squeeze it deeply in. I'm going to shimmy my shoulders, shift my head so I feel the sense of length through my spine. Shoulders are down and away from my ears, and I squeeze my right knee even closer towards me. Nice. And then lift the left foot off the floor and let your left knee travel up towards you. And then lengthen the left leg long so it floats just above the floor. Nice. Bend your left knee. Bring your left knee up to your left elbow. And then lengthen your left leg, reaching long. So we're going to try that same movement as we did before a moment ago. How much you straighten your leg is based on your sensations. So bring your left arm up and touch your left elbow to your left knee. And then reaching long into your left side, try and get them as long as you can. So find that lengthening of your waist as you reach through your shoulder, as you reach through your leg. Squeeze. So draw the left knee up, squeezing into the left side of your waist. Left elbow, left knee touch. And then lengthen deeply. And I'm even sending my left leg a little bit like squeaking around the corner to the right almost. And my left arm is squeaking around the corner to the right as well. So to create that length, I'm kind of side bending a little bit. Nice. Bend your elbow, bend your knee, let them touch, squeezing deeply into the left side. And then reach your left side. And I am actually side bending. So I can feel my left arm, left leg. It isn't straight as the longest version, side bending. So my hand and my foot are actually traveling towards the right to create more and more length because my right side is shortening. So interesting. Last time. Bend your left elbow, bend your left knee, squeeze on the left. Lengthen long into the left and create a banana shape a little bit. Super. Change legs. Draw your left knee up towards you, right foot to the floor with your knee bent, and just squeeze the left knee deeply down. Pause there. Super. So lift your right foot off the floor, draw your right knee in. Depending on your leg is depending on how far you go with this. Lengthen your left leg long And just reaching down into that right leg. I'm not sure if I said a left in there somewhere, so if I said a left, I'm really sorry. It's your right leg that's moving. Bend your right knee, draw it up towards you, and then lengthen long. Nice. One more time. Bend your right knee up towards you, and lengthen long. Super. So keep hold of your left knee with your left hand. Bring your right elbow to your right knee. And then reach your right arm, right leg long, and try and create as much length as you can through the right side of your body. And as I do that, I'm shortening the left, but I'm really bringing my hands a little bit over towards the left as I do it. So I'm more midline rather than straight towards the right. I travel towards the center. Even my head is slightly tilted towards the left. Elbow to your knee, touch, squeezing the right side, and then lengthen the right side, creating space. The anchor of my left knee is really important here. It feels very supportive to really hold on tightly to my left knee. Last one, elbow to your knee on the right, lengthening long, creating space to the right side of your body. My hands and my feet are a little bit towards the midline, towards the right, and my head is turned a little bit towards the left. Oh, I'm mixing my left and right, so I'm so sorry. Everything is moving towards the left. And then back to center. Super. Both feet to the floor. Rock your knees from left to right. And as you rock, just feel into your hips. Super. So roll over, come up onto your hands and knees. And just to coordinate here, so squeeze the right side, squeeze the left side. So we're squeezing from one side to the other. So as I shorten the left, the right side lengthens. As I shorten the right, the left side lengthens. Super. So bring your right knee up to your right elbow, squeezing the right side, lengthen your right leg long, and then sweep it around the corner over towards the left. And I'm looking over my left shoulder to see my foot over there. Bring your elbow to your knee. No, your knee to your elbow, sorry. And then stretch your leg long, traveling around the corner. So really feel into the ribs. So as you bring your knee to your elbow, you're squeezing the right side. As you sweep it around the corner, you're lengthening. Squeeze. Lengthen. One more time. Squeeze. And lengthen. Nice. Other side. So bring your left knee up to your left elbow. Straighten your leg long and then travel around the corner to the right hand side. Look over your right shoulder, see your foot over there. Bend your knee, draw your knee up towards your elbow. Stretch your leg long and around the corner. Bend your knee up. Stretch your leg long around the corner. Bend your knee up. Squeezing the left side. Send your leg around the corner, lengthening the left side. Super. Back to center, just normal cat, rounding your back. Arching your back. Rounding your back. Arching. Nice. One more time. Rounding your back. And arching. Super. Rising up high on your knees. So your two knees are on the floor. You're in the middle of your mat maybe. So that you have mat either side of you. So bring your right foot out to the side. So your foot is on the floor and your toes are pointing either directly forward in the same direction as your hips, or they can be slightly at a 45-degree angle. But wherever they are, see that your foot feels anchored and solid. Nice. So hands on your thighs to begin with, and then just reach your left hand down and touch the floor on the left. And then bend your left elbow, reaching up, and slide your right hand as far down your right leg as you can. Nice. Bend your elbow, touch the floor on the left. Reaching up, slide your right hand as far down as your left arm goes up. Bend your elbow, touch the floor. Sweeping up, long through that left arm. Nice. Turn and look at the right foot, right arm. Lengthen more and more through the left side of your body so that a coordination is happening again. Right side is shortening, left side is lengthening. So see if you can be a little bit more active. Not only are you passively happening, so this is happening in the torso because your arms are doing stuff, but also see if you can, I can squeeze the right side and I can actively lengthen the left side. Super. Bring your left hand all the way down till it lands on the floor. And then pull your right elbow up towards the ceiling. Lift your right foot off the floor. Just pause there. Can you connect wide through your arms? Can you connect long into that left leg? No, right leg, sorry, right leg. Nice. Foot to the floor, and then sweep your hand all the way down to touch the right foot. And then sweep your right arm long so that there's one long line between your right hand and your right foot. And you can be straight, or you can begin to rotate so the front of your chest and your ribs are also included. Nice. All the way down to the foot to touch. And then reach, maybe spiral, maybe lengthen. So go as far as your shoulder, your ribs, your waist feels comfortable. Like in theory, you could go all the way back into, no, you probably couldn't get back into a back bend, but just feel lengthening through the deep of the belly. So I'm actually bringing my hips a little bit forward. As I lean my hand back, I can feel the sense of the more I lean into the belly and hips, actually, the more they kind of open. So just feel that. Lengthen one last time. Cool. Both hands to the floor. Let's come to the other side. So rising up, both knees on the floor, bring your left foot out to the side. Again, foot can be directly or slightly at an angle. See what your foot does naturally. Both hands to your thighs. Bring your right hand down, touch the floor. Bend your right elbow, reach your right hand up. And as you reach your right hand up, slide down your left leg. Nice. Bend your elbow, touch. Bend your elbow up. Bend your elbow, touch. Bend your elbow up and pause. So you can either be looking down, actually, or you can be looking up. Looking up, actually, my neck doesn't like that. So I'm going to look down at my foot. Super. Bend your elbow, bring your hand all the way down to the floor. And then thumb to the front of your left shoulder, dial in your twist. So get your chest in the right place first. So pull your shoulder back, widen your shoulders, widen your chest, and then extend your arm. Arm is the last thing to do. Lift your left foot off the floor. So how do you get long in every direction that you're reaching in? Connecting, deepening. Super. Foot to the floor, bend your elbow, and then rounding forward, lean forward till you reach towards the left foot. And then sweep your left arm long and begin to lean into the deep belly, deep rib cage. Sweeping down, touch, and then long. Sweeping down, touch, long. Sweeping down, touch, long. Nice, one last time. Sweeping down, touch, long. How awesome. Come all the way down. Come sit on the floor. Sit on your bed, on your bum, legs are long. So if you can have something just underneath your bum, then do, or if you need something underneath your bum, if you feel that your lower back is tired or you don't have a sense of lift through the spine or things just feel tight, then definitely put something underneath your bum. For me, I can arch and round my pelvis into the lower back when I'm sitting on the floor. So my lower back and my thighs feel like they're flexible enough for me to sit without that extra support. But when I'm sitting in the office, I always have something extra under my bum because it's like, whatever, I'll be sitting on the floor for an hour or two. And that extra bit of time, I'll need support with that. Just that sense of my back will start to collapse. So, great. So, sitting up tall, bring your fingertips to the floor, rise through your spine. I just have a sense of lengthening.
Bend both elbows, reach both arms up towards the ceiling, bring your palms to face forward. So we're going to do swan. So bend your elbows till they're in goalpost. So that's where your elbows are directly out from your shoulders, your palms are face forward. Pull your elbows a little bit back. Just pausing there. Nice. And then slowly draw your elbows down towards your hips or towards the sides of your waist. And as you do that, your ribs will pop forward and your chest will pop forward. Nice. Reaching all the way up. Do a very gentle dive forward. So you're not loading the spine too much. You're just feeling, oh, look, I'm rounding my back like a cat through the back of the body. And then pull your elbows down into swan. And as you do that, there's an arching like cat. And then rise, round into dive. Swan. And then dive. Swan. And dive. And with swan, you can begin, if you wanted to lean a little bit more backwards. And so you're beginning to not only use mobility, but strength. So when you're leaning backwards, there's like loads of deep muscles that begin to engage. Maybe your diving is going a bit further. So just feel that, that sense of as you go back, you can lean if you feel right. As you dive, you can dive further. But it's always based on sensation. What is the capacity of your body in this moment? One more time. Super. Nice. Just roll your shoulders, big circles. Let's roll into the ribs a little bit. Super. So it's going to be slightly different in what you're going to set yourself up with, for the relaxation. So you're going to come off your yoga mat for a moment. And you're going to roll your yoga mat in the first half of your yoga mat. Okay, so you've got half a yoga mat. And then pull that yoga mat up until there's maybe 2 hands of space. So if I put one palm on the floor, then the other palm can fit just underneath that as well. So 2 palms of space. One and then the other. Okay, so your yoga mat is rolled. And you're going to bring that yoga mat. So start off, I have to hold my yoga mat because it will actually unwrap itself. It's a very strong yoga mat. So I have my hands on my yoga mat to begin with. And then I'm going to place my shoulder blades down on my yoga mat. So I have to shimmy a little bit until I feel the back of my shoulders, not the top of my shoulders, but the back armpit of my shoulders and my shoulder blades on the floor. And then my head has a bigger space to fall back into. I'm going to bring my arms wide. So if that feels too lumpy as such, that is too big of a thing, then roll your yoga mat a little smaller. Don't go any bigger for the moment, okay? And just pause. If for any reason your neck is going, oh, I hate this, then don't do it, okay? So neck, just take care of your neck, okay? You can also, if you're feeling your neck is a little bit something, you can put something just underneath your head, and that will take that strain out of your neck, okay? So really, really, if you have anything going on with your neck, then do something about it right now, okay? And just pause. As you pause, just allow that sense of the breath to widen into the front of your ribs. So my knees are bent, my feet are flat on the floor, my shoulders are resting, or the shoulder blades are resting on the yoga mat. Palms are facing the ceiling, and I have this sense of really, like, I'm going to unpack my shoulders even more. And as I do that, something widens in my chest, in my breastbone, my ribs. So let that settle.
Just notice, does something soften? Oh, Vicky, you did a huge amount of running. One of us guys, one of the gang, did a 5K, a 10K, a half marathon, and then a full marathon in 4 days. Oh my God. Anyways, softening, random, softening, deepening, softening your face. Just checking in, is your neck still comfortable? Nice. So we're gonna roll off this really slowly. So roll over towards the side and then let your yoga mat roll out, or roll your yoga mat out, and then come to lie back down on the floor. When you lie back down on the floor, like something's really different in my ribs. Nice. Interesting. Wonderful. Great. Nice. Nice. Side body. Yum. So great. I'll see you all tomorrow. And yes, I have a plan for February. Yeah, I'll probably launch it. What day is today? I'll probably launch it at the weekend. I'll get that together in my head and start writing stuff down and start thinking about pictures and all that kind of stuff. So great. I'll see you all tomorrow. Ciao. Swan.